So shines a good deed in a weary world.
In the film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, based on the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl, a young boy named Charlie, who has a meager life helping his mother care for his 4 grandparents who have been bedridden for the last 20 years, wants desperately to find one of the 5 golden tickets sent out by famed candy maker Willy Wonka. The winner of these golden tickets gets a tour of Wonka's factory, which has been off limits to the public for decades, and a lifetime supply of chocolate. We follow Charlie as he sees in the news the tickets being found by 4 other seemingly ill-behaved children: Augustus, Mike, Veruca, and Violet. As each kid finds their ticket, they are approached by a man with a scar on his face. Charlie finds the final ticket and is approached by this same scarred man who tells Charlie that he is Slugworth, Wonka's rival candy maker. He tells Charlie that he will pay handsomely if Charlie will bring back
everlasting gobstopper.
The day arrives for Charlie, the other children, and their guests to take their tour. One by one, the children fall victim to some mishap in the factory due to their bad behavior. Augustus falls into a river of chocolate while he is trying to drink it. Violet eats experimental gum she is told to leave alone and turns into a blueberry. Mike transmits himself in Wonka vision, a kind of television, and is shrunk to pocket size. And Veruca wants a golden goose she can't have and is deemed a bad egg and goes down the garbage chute. If this doesn't make any sense, that's okay. Just know the kids are all acting badly and get their consequences for it. Everyone except Charlie. Now, Charlie does break a rule. While on the tour, he and his grandfather try fizzy lifting drink, a kind of Wonka soda, when told not to. It makes them float all the way up to the ceiling before they discover that burping takes away the effects. At the end of the tour, now the only 2 people left, they ask Mr. Wonka about the chocolate, and he tells them that they get nothing, and not nicely.
Crystal, you stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Taken aback by this, Grandpa Joe, Charlie's +1, says this.
I'll get even with him if it's the last thing I ever do. Slugworth wants a gobstopper, and he'll get one.
Mr. Wonka?
So shines a good deed in a weary world.
Wonka jumps up in joy and tells Charlie that he has won and that all of this was an elaborate test of Charlie's character. Wonka wanted a successor, someone to take over the factory when he is gone. And because of his actions, that is going to be Charlie. The movie ends with Wonka telling Charlie,
But Charlie, don't forget what happened to the man who suddenly got everything he always wanted.
What happened?
He lived happily ever after.
So, what did Charlie do that was so great? To answer that, we have to remember one thing. When Charlie decides that he's not going to get even, and that he's going to avoid letting himself or Grandpa Joe do the wrong thing and sell the gobstopper by giving it back to Wonka, he is showing integrity. He does not know this is a test. He does not know that he is going to get a reward much bigger than a lifetime supply of chocolate. That is what integrity means, doing something because it is right and in good character rather than because you are going to receive a reward. Charlie was not willing to be bad to respond to Wonka's bad behavior. He knew what he had done wrong and accepted it without any thought to gain. It was about being good, not about a reward. Now, in our own worlds, as students, teachers, staff members, and parents, how do we display integrity?
I think integrity is
doing the right thing even if you don't get a reward for it. You know, like showing honesty and all that. Well, let's say you find a wallet on the ground and you find like $50 in it. Yeah. But the person who dropped the wallet is right in front of you. Someone with integrity and honesty would pick up the wallet, walk it over to the person without taking any money, and be like, here's your wallet.
Someone that is honest and is respectful and trustworthy and reliable, and someone that does something even when no one's looking or even behind closed doors.
Integrity for me means doing the right thing just whenever it doesn't matter the situation, just making sure that you're honest and always keeping that same attitude throughout every situation.